Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Combat 7. Today we start a new playthrough where Trigger is instead transferred to the Ocean Maritime Defense Force, or I guess the Ocean Marine Corps. And is stationed aboard the, my headcanon ocean carrier of the OFS Sparrowhawk. Why Sparrowhawk? Well, Sparrowhawk is another name for the American kestrel. Also, hello Floof, welcome to stream. But yeah, today we're going to be starting a Hornet Only run. The available aircraft. Let me go over it again. And we'll just stay in this hangar, whatever. We've got the FA-18F, which is the vanilla Hornet. Then we've got the Block 3. The Echo Hornet. The Maverick Echo Hornet. And last but not least, the one that I was looking at earlier. The Legacy Hornet, or the FA-18C. We will be doing this campaign on hard mode. Instead of Ace. Wow, who snoozed all the... Who popped all the flares? Have been streaming for that long?
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in me.
I figured that,
my dad died in battle.
You know,
Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there.
It'd be kind of funny if Trigger
Dark
was
blue of the stratosphere.
based off of a carrier
Beats being at the controls and seeing
that is essentially just another name for Kestrel.
Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying.
Thank you for the 200 stream streak, Floof. That's a lot.
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
I do love... one of the main reasons why I'm not talking is I just love this cutscene. I mean, what a way to tell Ace Combat veterans, welcome home.
So, I flew
Welcome back to Strange
straight
Real.
up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem.
Look at Rose.
That country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been my best with you.
Probably.
Should have built a return too.
The F-104 couldn't turn. That's not your fault. But the lack of an IFF and radio definitely is your fault.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today,
I mean, a decade of peace on the Usian continent, that's like a record, right?
All members who have been ordered to sortie,
Let's hear.
fly there immediately.
The
Find the
conflicts that we
unidentified
know
craft, then
of
use your weapons to round them up and force them
on
to
the
land.
Usian continent.
If the
There was the
hostiles
Usian
counter
coup d'etat in 1998,
they will-
the Usian Continental War in 2004, the Free Erusia Uprising, which technically isn't a war, but it's close enough, but that was in 2005. The VR Uprising in 2014.
This is not a drill.
Although, again, that's more of an insurgency, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and say it's a conflict. So, then the Lighthouse War in 2019. And then, theoretically, the Intercorporate War. Possibly. In the 2030s. Oh, and whatever they're going to call Ace 8's War, which is partially on Usea, partially on Verusia. So that's at least 7. So, yeah, Usea is Europe. Pre-nuclear weapon Europe. You know, back when they couldn't not have a war every other year. Anyway. So, we are going to be taking the Echo Hornet. Yeah, that's what with that, because it's totally not the HCAA. And then for skin, we're taking the Blue Angels. Because why not?
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
For that,
Yeah, I can't wait for a
Mage 2 altitude restrictions.
naval-focused Ace Combat for once.
Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2. form
I
up with Mage
love
1.
the Blue
All
Angel
aircraft, let's
paint
do this.
job.
Golden Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
I'm not entirely
Switch your radar. See
a
if you
fan of the gun in Ace 7,
There it is.
although it is much better than the PS2 trilogy's gun.
They're way overhead. I got him. He's mine.
Especially the American variant, or the rapid fire 2400 round variant, as opposed to the Russian European 800 round
Watch out for the support aircraft.
slower rate of fire but supposedly heavier hitting gun.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good.
It just seems to hit more accurately and actually does more damage.
Mage 2. Targets in range.
Counterintuitively.
Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Box 3.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
There's the
Mage
ace.
1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco.
Too late.
Golem 2, let's maintain elements.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Column. Mage. 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any
Yeah, I think the
Verify.
game that really made me love the Hornet was Ace 7,
Jesus.
because
Kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
its Hornets actually are good.
Jeez, I can't tell
Like
them
Ace
apart.
6's Hornet is done dirty. It doesn't have a lot of ammo, and its SP weapon selection isn't the best. Like it has the Sparrow, the XAGM. Does have SOD, but not a lot of them. And then the ECMP, which ECMP is kind of stupid. IEWS is so much better.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference.
I'm glad they made that improvement in this game. You son of a bitch. Hello, 33. Welcome to stream.
I'm spiked. Breaking out of luck.
We're doing Hornets Only today, or for this run. Which, I guess you could call it the American version of the 33. But better.
Stage 2, missile launch.
Mage 2 splashed abandoned. Good work.
Yeah, in this run, Trigger has joined has been transferred to the Ocean Maritime Defense Force, or Marine Corps, I don't know. And it is flying off the OFS Sparrowhawk, which is a name I just made up with reason.
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
Because
Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
Sparrowhawk is technically a local name. The more official name is American Kestrel. So
Solomon Mage, job well done. All
it's flying
bombers
off the
down.
Kestrel.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column squad's ready.
That is a very
Mage 2,
small
confirm
island.
any drones. What's the deal with all the drones?
They'd have to
Column 1,
import
return to base and
everything.
report for debriefing.
Hey, we're going to have to work with the worst AOX skin. Yep, but only for 4 missions. Welcome, Ross Riders.
Citizens of Erusia.
Skykeeper. Yep.
Trigger, your call sign.
Who's worse in your opinion, Ross? Skykeeper or Vita? Or Thunder Blockhead?
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Usian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
To actually get his job, he just sold secrets to others, and clearly knows far more than... Yeah, typical pack fed.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely.
Yeah.
The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean
Who was the
carriers
last AWACS
currently
I
at
brought
sea.
up?
Hold on. I've just received breaking news.
Thunder
The
Blockhead.
International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this
I don't
war.
think I brought up
Located
anyone
near
else because
Arusha,
all the
on
other
continent
AOX
of
we
Asia,
have are
the space elevator has
actually
been under
pretty
construction
decent.
for some time now. The Executive Office of the
Or
Ocean
good.
Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
I don't hate Thunder Blockhead as much as
The
I used
world
to
was screwed.
because
The
he's
Earth was
gullible,
slammed by an asteroid. Yuja was on
but
the wrong
he's
side of the
competent.
planet and got hit hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic.
He just
the
doesn't
biggest
question
country on the
anything. That's the
continent,
problem.
plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and
who's
started
running
a war. One they
Ah,
had
that
no
sounds
hope
like
to
Red
win.
versus Blue.
That's the war my
Oh,
dad
I
fought
love
and
that
died in.
series.
The biggest nations from 2 continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuja, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over.
Yeah, it'd be
Erusia
nice
went
if
from
Thunder
being a
Blockhead
republic
showed back up
to being a
in
kingdom.
Aces.
When they
You
started
know,
this new war, they
helping
managed to get the drop on everyone.
Okanyeba, but whatever.
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers.
Grunder drone.
No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all
Yeah,
this was
with
going on, I just so happened to be in my flying
Belkin
drag
help.
racer.
And Ocean Tech.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
You know, maybe if you had a radio and an IFF in your drag racer, you might have been able to tell them that, hey, I took off when we were at peace. I will comply. I'm gonna land.
I was tried, found guilty.
Welcome
and
back,
stuffed into a
33.
cargo ship. For company, I had some court.
We're doing a Hornets Only run.
And remember those mothballed planes?
AKA,
that we got before?
I guess you could call
They were
that
loaded
the
on ship,
American
too.
version of the 33. But better.
We headed off down south for several days and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia on the opposite side of the Yusian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons. And the runways...
No, the F-16 is nowhere near a flanker. The F-16 is more like a fulcrum, MiG-29. The F-16 is tiny.
The only reason I was here is because they knew...
And the flankers are gigantic.
They wanted me to make something out of the moth.
The Hornet is closer
that they could park on the fake runway.
to... the Hornet is in the flankers weight class.
So, I tried to escape. They found out. And set the dogs on me.
The 15's actually better than the 35. The Russians have had to play catch up for a while. And even then...
made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the
it pains me to say this because I'm very much an American aircraft enthusiast. The best naval carrier fighter is actually French. It's the Rafale.
Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military.
Yeah. Not by much. The Hornets...
The space elevator became both a symbol of...
If the Hornet didn't have all the flight hours it did on it, which put so much wear and tear on the airframe that they're starting to fall out of the sky, I would say that the Hornet's actually better. Yeah, the Rafale M is naval.
Entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element.
Rafale is also better at fuel efficiency, so it has a longer fuel range before it hits bingo fuel.
The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
But we're just doing Hornets today. Best looking flankers yet. No, the 33 or the 37. 27 is missing the canards, and the 30 SM looks derpy because of the extra seat. In my opinion, there's only one dual-seater that comes from a one-seater that doesn't look derpy, and that's the F-15E Strike Eagle and the EX. Every other one, including the Super Hornets, look derpy. Like, the cockpit's too big for the fuselage. I have seen the Su-57 two-seater, and it has not changed my opinion of, or my theory. It looks derpy as hell. It's like, oh, he hit his head. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But. All right, we're gonna take the 8 AGM. The aggressor, and we'll take the Slovakian. I mean, I can see it being derp cute. I can see that. It's still derpy.
Target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
Rose is happy to be here.
Yeah.
Now, my problem with Russian aircraft isn't necessarily the, well, flankers and the fulcrum isn't necessarily their looks. It's the fact that they suffer from the Russian debuff of their manufacturing quality standards are next to non-existent. Hi, Sly. Welcome to stream.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
But no, I love the look of the flanker. I love the look of the fulcrum. I love the look of the flat pack. I even like the look of the felon. Screws. Yeah. I maintain that if a Western nation, not necessarily America, but like Europe, European nation, Japan, made the flankers, they could be a force to be reckoned with.
Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound.
Like, I don't think the design is bad. It's just their manufacturing quality.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on the side.
Well,
The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellite.
is less than stellar.
So trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
18 and Russian camos. I mean, I will give the Russians this. They have great camos. The Americans seem to have forgotten how to make good camos. But stealth. If it's not a stealth plane, it doesn't need low vis because BVR is a thing anyway. Who cares? Give it pretty colors.
Residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy?
Stealth has its purpose. Don't get me wrong. Stealth is important. But it is not the end-all be-all. It is the vanguard, the tip of the spear. It should not make up the bulk of your Air Force.
Missile launched.
Because of just the sheer cost it takes to maintain the RAM coding.
Anti-air gun destroyed.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
I mean, the design of the Raptor, in my opinion, looks cool. It's kind of why I like the Felon. The Felon is basically just the Raptor, but squinched.
All right, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
Missile did not connect.
How the hell is the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
Locked.
And then Amcam's VF4. Or the A4. The JSDF Marine Blue looks amazing as well. The Arctic Splinters and the Naval Splinters, the Russians, look pretty good. Although I still think that one of the best liveries is the F-14's Jolly Rogers from VF-84 and VF-103.
Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
All right. This base is worth destroying.
More aggressor camos. Yeah, aggressor camos look
Target
cool.
destruction confirmed.
I do admit that.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those core merchants. Write your manuals in a language.
Look, it kind of looks... This isn't as derpy as some of them, but it just looks weird with that extra seat.
UAVs ready to launch. Away.
But I think one of my favorite Russian camos is the Serdyukov. The gray top with the teal belly. I like the look of that. It's simple and yet iconic. You know, I never liked the F-14 because but the F-14 was designed as a two-seater to begin with. You like the SC-30? But not the F-14?
All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
I don't understand the logic on that one. You're to explain that.
UAVs. Repeat. Bandits are
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't follow your logic. You like it now? Oh, I mean, fair.
change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Oh, you used to. Okay, I mean,
You're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Mage 2 is taking down an
aircraft preferences are just that, preferences, subjective. Just because I like an aircraft doesn't mean you have to, or vice versa. Can't speak English. No worries.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
English is my first language, and I can't always speak it properly either, so don't worry.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and roll free.
Get out the clouds!
I've moved to this one. Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down one at a time.
I really hope that in Ace 8, the clouds don't screw up your radar. Like, I can understand thermals to some degree.
enemy aircraft
That's me
confirmed
playing
down.
the creating barrel.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone.
You're gonna have to.
No casualties. We couldn't
I'm
have
not
done any better.
familiar with that
Back to
phrase.
base.
I mean radar.
I don't know. Maybe
The
base
radar
will
locking.
cause civilian casualties.
The lock-on. Fox 3s are radar lock-on, Sly.
Argue, that's how
Now, granted, your standard missiles are
shoot some
IR and thermal, so I can understand that one, but clouds do not, at least in real life, do not affect radar lock-on. I do have a Discord. It's called the American Air Force.
Current target is
Um,
Wales, but there's still
link
military
is
vehicles and anti-air weapons.
in the Twitch page.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no
Okie
harm
dokie.
should come to civilians.
I'm
Damages
gonna have
public
to
facilities.
have either me or Sly give you the Allied support role before you can really do anything in there. It's basically a measure to, because people in the past have joined to
superiority by destroying
DM everyone in the server for
the first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone.
scam purposes,
Now's the time to
so
group up and begin
it's
the
an extra
counteroffensive.
barrier.
Let us reclaim what is ours.
No Discord link. What? That's not right. Yeah, there's a Discord link. You gotta go down a little bit more. It's Twitter, then YouTube, then Odyssey Backup, which I haven't really added anything. Yeah, it's on the desktop. Maybe it's not on mobile. But the Discord is on the bottom. But yeah, Sly posted the Discord link. All right. Yeah, we'll head back to the Sparrowhawk. So, what do you think of a ocean carrier name of Sparrowhawk? Think it's appropriate? Well,
The surprise attacks carried out
it is a bird of prey, so it follows the ocean carrier naming conventions.
suffer major damage.
And more importantly, here's the thing.
Ships moored
Do you
around
know what a
base
Sparrowhawk
and
is?
near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared.
All right, 33, you've got your
Kestrel 2
roll
is now
there.
preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital.
Sparrowhawk is an actual thing,
The
Sly.
aircraft carrier Vulture
It is the
managed to
local
escape Gandar Base.
Midwestern name
However,
for
it lost all its aircraft, so
the
it's
American
still an enemy.
Kestrel.
Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture
So-
for a joint mission.
No.
First
This is its
objective
reincarnation.
is air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squad.
And I hate what they did with the Kestrel too, so Sparrowhawk. Also, we can just
expect
say
resistance from enemy aircraft.
it's not a Nimitz or a Ford class. It's
Right from
it's
the
a
start of
Kitty
the
Hawk
war,
class.
the
There we go.
enemy is deploying drones.
Retrofitted with a nuclear
Type of
reactor. I don't know.
The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101.
But I just thought it was a
Development
clever
of
little
massive
name
Arsenal birds and dispatched them to the space
for
elevator
a
to provide support.
Hornet-bound
However,
trigger.
It's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Alright. Guys, make sure to say happy birthday to the F4. Today's the first slide. Happy birthday, U.S. Navy F4 only. Oh, also the JSDF F4. The USAF F4 can go kick rocks. To be fair, it wasn't the Air Force pilot's fault. It was the USAF brass. But crazy work. Well, the reason for that, 33, is the F4, largely thanks to how the Air Force told its pilots to fly it, has the dubious honor of having the lowest kill-death ratio of any American jet at a 2.5 to 1. Now you might ask why that is. Well, that's simple. The F4 is a naval interceptor. It was designed with no close-range weapons, but that's okay because it's an interceptor. All it needs to do is take off real fast and shoot bombers down from very far away from the carrier. And it was perfectly well suited for that. It even had some medium-range weapons in the form of the Sidewinders. And the Air Force took it and said, we're going to make this a fighter. Okay. You're going after MiGs. Fair enough. We can still engage beyond visual range, right? Nope. Because of how many American aircraft are going to be in the field, and because of how early in its infancy identify friend foe systems are, as in I think they're just coming online. The Air Force, you have to visually ID all of your targets. Okay, so let me get this straight. You want me to use long-range weapons at close range? Yes. I have no close-range weapons. Yes. What the fuck? Now, once the Navy and... Wait, let me explain how the fat electrician did it. I love the fat electrician. So our aircraft for this one, yes, the Charlie. And now the F4, when used as an interceptor, or a strike bomber, it worked wonders. And when, even as a fighter, if it was given the ability to use its long-range weapons, it curb stomped. The problem is they weren't given that ability, or very often. All right.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch.
I love this livery so much.
Mage 2 is away. Mage 2, specified altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good luck.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper
Now let me
hand,
demonstrate
that
how
doesn't
you're
mean we can ease
supposed
up.
to use
Good luck.
sparrows.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Golem 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet and wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
I've lost control!
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds.
Alright, let's see if the game crashes on this mission. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why, but it does.
They got me!
3 remaining.
They got me! Eject!
We've got this. We can't recover.
We need reinforcements!
Box 1.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
Missile! Evading!
The enemy coming in insane. Why aren't they pulling out?
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Also, this livery is awesome.
Haven't even broken a sweat.
But yeah, this is the F-18C add-on.
Caution, missile!
Caution. A large aircraft is approaching.
Cross told me about it. Now, I don't know if we... Yeah. I am looking forward to Ace 8. And all the potential naval aircraft that we can get. Like, I want...
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal burn.
I want an expanded naval roster.
Combat ready this whole time.
I mean, I know there's going to be Air Force aircraft in there. Like, the Eagle is definitely going to be a thing.
Waiting for mission command.
The Raptor's going to be a thing. It's like giving a... Okay, hold on. Fat electrician time. It's like giving a private a sniper and saying, go shoot that target. Oh, sounds easy enough. But don't use it at long range. Well, how am I going to do that? Its purpose is to use it at long range. Exactly, but you have to use it like a sidearm. But we're not going to give you a bayonet because fuck you. Exactly. That's what the USAF did to its F-4 pilots.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
And it's a testament to our pilots that the F-4's kill ratio is still positive.
Destroy
up Big Baby Huey.
These bandits are fast as hell.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on?
Enemies locked on.
Yeah, I want to see the Charlie Hornet. I know we're getting the Echo Hornet. I think we're getting the A6. I would love to see the Growler.
Skeleton 2, take
Government. So you're an American. That is the American pastime. We love our country, but we hate our government. That our favorite thing to do is to shit on the feds.
Column 3, Column 2's hit. Status report.
But I'd love to see the Prowler and the Growler make a return. I'd love to see the MiG-29K. We have the F-18C, E, F, A-10C, F-15J, Su-7A6. I know, I'm just saying aircraft I'd like to see. I'd like to see the A-4 come back. That'd be cool. F-8 Crusader. Have it. Oh. I think I said I know we were going to get to see, but whatever.
Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. They knew this earlier, or else would have survived the hearing.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Column 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to
Come on.
base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings.
Yeah, I miss when the Navy had
You won't make any
these kind of
difference from here. Get back
liveries.
to base and cool your head.
White base, but colored tails and spine.
Bandit has a lock on me. Yowza, got you now. Firing. Going for the loner.
Has there been an ace combat with a Cold War scenario? Not really. The closest I think you could get would be Ace 5,
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO.
but that was a Cold War that went hot
Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
due to
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show 'em any mercy.
meddling.
Mage 2, missile launch.
That a boy, Mage 2.
Yeah, no, there hasn't really been a Cold War-ish. Cold War itself is the 1980s to 95. Yeah.
Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
The Circum-Pacific War was basically the epilogue of the Cold War in Strange Reel. The after-credits scene, if you will.
Retreating aircraft.
And I call it that because it lasted a grand total of 3 months.
Engage now.
That is the most unrealistic thing I can think of. That totally breaks my immersion about Ace 5. Like, more than anything, it's the fact that it lasted only 3 months.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report.
PV Ace Combat props. Skycrawlers.
Talk to me.
I'm against an Su-30. Twin tips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting.
It's technically not Ace Combat, it might as well be. I think it had the same dev team.
Mage 2, UAV down.
Sly can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But
Dead meat.
let's see. Is consistent.
I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire?
Zero lasted a year. Now, granted, a good chunk of that was intermission. We start at the beginning of we start the game at the beginning of 1995 and we end it at the end of 1995. Now, granted, the war proper ended in June, but I'm including the a world with no boundaries bullshit in the Balkan War.
Column 2 lost. Shit.
Yeah, the Balkan War ended quickly, but that wasn't because Osea launched a deep strike into Belka. It was because Belka nuked themselves. And the Osea's like, okay, well, they've essentially committed self-die. If Osea continued invading, they would have reached Dinsmark by July. Possibly, but the difference between the Balkan War, Ace Combat 7, and Ace Combat 5 is the countries they are fighting. I could easily see America winning a war against France in less than 3 months. I could see America winning a war against Germany in less than 3 months if Germany was right by or right next door. I cannot see America winning against Russia in 3 months if Russia was as strong as they were on paper, which is what Yuktobanya is. That's why I said on paper. If Yuktobanya is Russia, if they were honest about, or if the Russians' reports were honest. They are not. He's a secret alliance strength is in a force and navy. Ground forces left a lot to be desired. Well, so do Osea's. Osea's ground forces are also leave a lot to be desired. So it's again peer to peer. It's just that the Oseans got control of the sky real quickly. Because, you know, that's how the Americans and Oseans work.
Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us.
Yeah, I know, Slide. That's why I'm saying the Osean, or the Osean ground forces also left a lot to be desired.
We have precious little time, however.
But this way, if we're ranking strange real nations based on their ground forces alone, the top two are Ameria and Estevakia. Which is probably why the Amerian Estevakian war, like, you know, students' ground forces aren't that bad. Yeah, they're fighting a weakened Aruja. Of course they're going to take a lot of ground. The Erusians have shit in this game without their drones. Well, yeah, of course it's going to be very quick. Because the drone nuts are gone.
Mihai's looking worse.
And the Erusian ground forces are a joke. Because ISAF already destroyed most of them. Saying in anime world airborne carriers, I don't think Osea having a trope being able to invade countries quickly is that crazy.
But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down.
I don't have a problem with Osea winning the Balkan War and the Lighthouse War in like 3 seconds flat. Because America could do the same against their most closest counterparts.
His age wasn't the only
33 is here. Yeah, Sly and I like to give each other shit.
Ravaged and poisoned his body.
And the fact that
He was a man of grace.
Osea is holding the line
After 28 years, he saw combat
on the Usian continent with
if his
overextended logistics support
I can't imagine how many
for the
people
first half of the war
the battle. As a
already tells Erusia they're going to lose.
It's going to take a bit more tweaking before
Do
our
you not think
drones can match
AC5's
his
war being
skill.
that short is that bad? If it wasn't against Yuktobania, I'd agree.
How can
Yuktobania
one
is supposed to
get killed, you
be
ask?
the Soviets being that
This
strong
place
on
is a
paper.
shithole.
And against a peer military,
Stink of all the corruption
I
in the
do
world
not
that's
think that
corralled
the
all in one
Oseans
place.
would be able
That would give you a pretty good
to
idea what the air
go
smells like
from-
around here.
because basically by the
All kinds of
time
critters.
that they land
Everything from flea-ridden
in
cars,
Lit
rabid
Fuse,
dogs, and a mechanic doing
all the way to Sinigrad,
I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those.
to cover that much territory in a month? No,
One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler.
I
with
don't
no
buy
luck.
that.
And one's an
Against a
anarchist with no
peer
balls.
nation.
Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways.
Now, if
The idea
the
was for
Circum-Pacific
Russia's
War
satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even if there
was
weren't any real
6
fighters
months,
here, they looked like them on
including
their infrared.
the first Osean arc
I
where
bet you're wondering,
Osea was
if
just
Perugia lost
playing
the war,
defense the
how
whole
come they
time.
still have a spy satellite?
And then
'Cause someone over there was smart
the,
enough to train a
um,
bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osea's
Rosgre's
satellites.
arc where we were
That's how
basically
come.
acting as
Every now and again,
um,
I try to bust out.
Harling
Every
Special
single time
Forces.
those damn dogs would drag
I
me
could
right
buy
back.
that
If I was
because
in my cell, I'd hear
the
this voice
Yuktobania
in the
invasion
guard's room.
would essentially
The
be
Erusian
3
princess
months.
rallying her people on the Erusian
From
broadcast.
Lit Fuse
All
to
us Citrix
Sinigrad
become
would be
big
3
fans
months.
of
That
hers.
I could technically buy.
You want to hear something funny?
But
The
including
guards were big fans too.
the entire arc
Every
where
time she was on
Osea
the
was
air,
just
they'd turn up the volume
defending,
on the radio and sit there listening.
you know, from Shorebirds
I could see
to
how someone would keep in the
Fields
hearts
of
and minds
Hope.
of soldiers and
And
what they're
then
like. When the princess
Castle
said
Walls
you could tell she meant
to
every word.
Unsung War.
Lately, she'd been having
That whole arc,
speeches and
along with
bachelors
Lit
and even more
Fuse
charm.
to Final
You
Option,
could say her charm was like a virus.
I don't buy that
Whenever she'd point out
whole
stuff that was wrong
thing
with Osea,
being
the
3
prisoners
months.
in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osea was,
That's what
it was
I'm
the
saying.
prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osea down." No way
Because
that
if
Osea
that's the
could
case,
burn
then that
all
means
the
that
hole.
Osea took that much territory
Instead of building fake-ass
in
forts
less
to
than a
keep Asia,
month.
I'm gonna build one that'll really take off.
You can disagree. I just know logistics more. And against a peer adversary, yeah, Osea is going to win. Even logistics and Strange Reel. I get anime logic,
Failure of our previous
but
strategy,
what?
Arsenal birds have bolstered the
I mean, they are using real life transports, Sly. The Arc Bird didn't come down and drop things on, and
Someone
drop
counting on us.
people and
The
supplies.
hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who
Hell,
spearheaded
the Oseans lost the Arc Bird
Osea's former president, Mr.
before Lit Fuse.
Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing.
Still anime
The
logic.
elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces.
Even anime logic has to
However, according to the
bend
latest
to
info, a military officer accompanying Mr.
have
Harling
some
was
semblance of realism.
both are waiting for a chance to escape.
I get this is an anime.
Enemy anti-air
But-
radar network has been set up around the
War
space
has a set of rules. Exactly.
A large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
And I don't believe in this case
A
it
number
is
of
consistent,
anti-air
Sly.
radars have been set up around the space elevator.
I get, like I said, I get Osea completely steamrolling Belka. I get Osea completely steamrolling Erusia. They are much smaller countries with much weaker militaries. This is a lot of Lori doing this. I'm just going with it. Yeah, we've pretty much played the entire franchise. But Yuktobania is supposedly
Bust through,
a
destroy the
superpower.
Craft's landing zone by taking out
Belka and Erusia never were.
Harlan and others will arrive shortly for support.
And I don't think Osea could
Provide
steamroll
escort for Mr. Harlan
a
and Craft.
superpower
Good luck out there.
in less than a month. Even with anime bullshit. That said, they're still, I mean, they will still win. I am not saying they won't. But I think, let's just say that they got a lot of help from the plot. So, yeah, we're gonna keep with the FA-18C. But which one do I want to use? Because the skins vary the weapons. Okay. Okay. Full band. Never forget. Fuck you. This is the modders full band skin. Is that the new arrows? Is it the bone arrows thing? Go fuck yourself. This must be from Infinity. Around the, yeah, I know, right? We'll do this one. Wait. Okay, let me go to this one. Okay, so that's, it just says that. Fair enough. Select skin. We'll do the Nimbus. Yeah, okay. There we go. Only 30 though. Yeah, no. Screw it, we'll just stick with Mage.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Yeah, I would say that there are
Spotted.
at
Mission is
least
over. Stay out of
3
enemy radar.
nations in Strangereal that Osea
Weaponry is also strictly forbidden.
should not be able to
Okay.
immediately
We're heading up the
steamroll.
Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission
Yuktobania would be one of them, just because they are a superpower. And the other 2 would be Ameria and Estevakia. Just because of how much or how many units either nation can field in the course of their war. I don't think Osea can deal with that many bodies. Well, yeah, right now. I was talking about in the Ameria Estevakia war at their height. You know, if they still had the Agayan and stuff. But yeah, no, right now, Estevakia is being propped up by the very country they invaded. Ameria. Because Ameria is actually a good country. Like, they're one of the 2 honestly good aligned countries in Strangereal. The other one being Aurelia. Also, I'm fairly certain that Ameria hasn't completely let go of the Onion unification dream to unite the 3 countries in like an Onion republic.
No problem. Situation normal.
Kind of like more of a centralized EU. Wait, does it still say Ania on the map? I was just going based off of, one, the fact that Ameria was behind it in the first place. Unfortunately, yes. Onion unification! Yay!
He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero.
But that also means we probably won't get the Nords as an antagonist. And I still think Nord Navik would make a fantastic antagonist.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
Situation normal. Nothing sighted.
Like, I would love, you know this, Sly. I've come up with a timeline for a potential future game that's all about Nord-Navik trying to get Ameria and Estevakia to fight again because they were getting too close, which would upset the balance of power on the continent. Which would force Ameria and Estevakia to actually fight together against Nord-Navik. Kind of like how Osea and Yuktobania ended up fighting against Belka at the end of Phase 5, but for the whole game instead of just the last 2 missions.
Page 2, target destroyed. Missile launched. Mage 2, target down.
You know, I've always my two favorite countries have always been Ameria and Slovakia.
Careful, the enemy has a lock. Half of the anti-air guns down.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry
Part of it is I've just felt sorry for Slovakia
jumped through the fire. Now it's our
because of the shit hand they were dealt. That and the fact that your average Slovakian just
Eliminate the enemy before
they just
they can respond.
they didn't really want the war.
The SAM sites are
It
down.
was like, really, you're fighting Ameria instead of, you know, rebuilding your infrastructure that you blew up during your fucking civil. I just want food, goddammit!
Anti-air guns destroyed.
This is Sea Goblin. We've arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by. All SAM sites down. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are cleared to land.
It also helped that the Slovakians have quite a few sympathetic characters. Ludmilla, Wojciech, Tosha, and even Pasternak is shown to be an honorable person.
Rescue craft tagged on.
Yeah, he wants to shoot down Talisman, but that's just his duty. He's like, I'm the best, I want to shoot down Talisman. If he bails out, I'm okay with that, but my orders are to shoot him down. I am a loyal Slovakian, and I'm going to do my job. And I want to see if I'm better than him. Because, you know, he is a pilot after all. There is some ego there.
Bandit is down. Target is in range of guns.
And another game, a spin-off game that I'd love to play. I don't know if they'll ever do it, but Slovakian Civil War. I want to play as Viktor Wojciech during the Slovakian Civil War. I think it'd be a great story to be told, and it'd be a perfect time, or a perfect way to play as the bad guy nation. Because the Lee's United Front isn't any better than the Eastern faction. But you're still playing as an honorable character. So you could basically be the honorable man fighting for a dishonorable country. And how do you navigate duty with your own integrity?
Is Mr. Harling alive?
And I think Project Ace's writers have the capability to do that. Unlike, you know, some other studios and developers. Ubisoft. Electronic Arts. Modern BioWare. Sorry. Had a cough.
Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. Get Mr. Harling out of here.
Thinking of a cough. It's a really bad one. I know, right? You know, I honestly think Project Aces could pull off playing as an honorable pilot caught in a war of bad guys, more or less. Because it would take a lot of finesse to do it properly, but I think they could do it. You know, provided Bamco doesn't, you know, meddle.
All aircraft, form a
Which hopefully they aren't.
Mother Goose 1, take off.
I know there was some development hell in 7. Hopefully there's not development hell in 8.
Let's wait till we're home safe.
Because from what I'm hearing, 8's development has been smooth. Or smoother.
Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that
The big bird is coming.
7 proved that, yeah, this franchise is still beloved. And taking a risk on Ace Combat is still can pay off.
UAV destroyed.
Roger. Sending UAV to transport.
Enemy UAV ordered on a fire warning.
Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used.
Targeting gun range. Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
This isn't exactly a fighter.
Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chose liberty over justice. Courses have already changed.
Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work.
Cargo 1, where's the signal?
So why do you think the strategic AI chose Liberty over Justice? I thought Justice was the one that stuck close to the tower because it was more heavily armed, whereas Liberty kind of was the vanguard. I know why in mechanics wise, because they didn't want the player to know about the lasers yet.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
I guess, but that still doesn't make any sense. Because Liberty was why the range was so far out.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
Figured, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, 1 hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator swim brake took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Adios, buddy.
Mage 2, missile launch.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harley. Please.
Bye, Colonel
Mother Goose
Johnson.
1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board.
Looks like he did
Respond.
learn a few things from
Please respond.
Akerson Hill.
Objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit.
I used the guns, and yet it was still a missile.
Oh my god. Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
But I didn't fire my missiles. Check my gun camera. So I've heard that,
You can't fly for a while. You understand?
I don't know if it's, I don't know what to call it, but I've heard someone say that the throwing Trigger into the
Operation to rescue
444
former President Harling has failed.
was an IUN
Sadly,
decision?
there is no hope he
That the
survives.
IUN wanted to make an
Trigger,
example of
you are
him?
suspected of assassinating a former president.
Not
There will be an inquiry.
the Ocean Joint
There will most
Chiefs?
probably be a court-martial.
I don't know where I heard that, but... And I don't even... Briefing the next mission says it? Okay. So what do you think the Oceans would have done? Just executed him? Anyway, I'm gonna let the cutscene go. I need to refuel. We know what they would have done. A short drop and a sudden stop of the open investigation. Okay. So I'm gonna let the cutscene play. I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back. But go ahead and post that in the chat. I can read when I get back.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here. My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling.
Alright, I'm back.
President of Osea during the last war,
My,
remember?
I'm out
He's the one
of
that sent
flavoring
my
for
dad
my
on that
water.
Suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my
So I had to
grandpa,
drink it straight.
and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
All right, 444.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending
What's
you
your
guys
favorite
on a
mission from
reconnaissance
the
mission to the
AC
Waiapolo Mountains.
series?
But that
Liberation of Grace Maria.
Nope. You'll be atoned for your crimes right
Liberation of
here.
Grace Maria is my favorite from 6.
This base is a decoy to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base,
Second would be Rogno Fortress,
this
also
will
from
allow our
6.
forces to safely prepare a
Anchorhead Raid is and Lighthouse are my two favorite from 7,
It's just the usual.
with a close third of Fleet Destruction.
Supposed to be an isolated area. Okay.
From
I'm gonna
0,
need a
it's
few
Mayhem.
aircraft to scramble.
From 5, it's Sea of Chaos. Just missed the court mission.
Enemy aircraft detected over the
Probably, because I was
We
thinking
just
of
need to make it look like we can put up
favorite
a fight.
missions. Sorry.
Some of those piles of junk can at least
I trust
take
you,
off.
Sly.
Let's get the guiltiest con
From
in the sky
4,
first. We'll start with Harling's
I think
murder.
my favorite is
We don't expect
probably
you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think we've got an active base here.
either Shattered Sky. Okay. I think either Shattered Skies or Megalith. Tango Line is also one that I like. For Ace 5, Sea of Chaos. I also like the Synfaxi mission. I forgot what it was called. But overall, I'm not exactly a fan of a lot of the missions in Ace 5. 0 would be Mayhem. Diapason and Avalon. I don't know the names well enough for Ace 2, but I do like Saint Arc. I probably like their Legacy incarnations better, to be honest. Air combat, I'm not exactly sure. And I'm not a big fan of the missions in 3. For 3, I actually prefer the background story to the actual game. For X, I love Armada. I love Alex Squadron. And Joint Assault, I like Alarm Clock. And honestly, I like Safe Recovery. And honestly, I like Grand Flight. I like flying in the canyon with the 747. I don't know why. I just do. And then for Infinity, easily bunker shot. All right, so for this one, we're gonna have another add-on, one that I forgot to mention early on the thing. We're also using the, if I can find it, the EAG 18 or the EA 18 Growler. 33. Which Ace Combat games have you played? Just curious. Because we might have to... I might have to send... Just 7? Okay. I'm going to have to send you some playlists. I don't know if you're able to play any of the other games. So the best I can do is link you to playlists of my old playthroughs of the other games. Oh, Assault Horizon. I liked Homefront, Siege, and was Motherland the Moscow helicopter mission? Doing Hornets Only? Yep, I'm doing Hornets Only, and I would do an A10 only run on 6, but not 7, because the A10 sucks in this game, because they took away the RCLs. Okay, yeah, Motherland. I like Motherland. But anyway, welcome, Reaper. Just want to fight the Arsenal thing, just an A10. Not with the OC and A10, no. Give me the American A10 with its RCLs, and I will fight any aerial ship you want me to. I've done it in 6. It was fun. Alright, skin. So for the Growler, we do have Enchanter, which I really like. We've also got Erusia. Then Project Raymond, Guns Only, Glass Cannon, Double Time. I am compelled to ask why, but I'm afraid of the answer. I'll go with this one. This mask is... Yeah, I kind of figured that.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission.
Yeah, I am not a masochist. So, yeah. These are spears there. I can count gun pauses. Gun only. Fair enough. What about the railgun doesn't count, though.
Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
No railguns.
Control, would you kindly send me up first? Spare A, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not
Yeah, me, I was playing Ace Combat on one cutscene.
All aircraft preparing
The
for
name
takeoff.
railgun.
Watch out for
Yeah,
radii
but
forces.
it doesn't count in the guns only thing for Ace Combat, so it doesn't count for you.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air.
Sorry.
Commencing descent.
I don't make the rules.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass.
Spare 15.
Can I drop the fuel
Altitude
pods?
restriction lifted.
No, wait, I can't because it activates the IEWS.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Yeah, the Growler here has
Let's make this
integrated
Prisoners
IEWS.
use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either. I can understand why they did it, though.
Right between old Harling's eyes.
But
In this war,
that is a
life or death.
difference between Osea and America. America does not have any penal units, as far as I'm aware.
Surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a
They're trying to make Osea gray. Gray and gray morality. But they also go out of their way to make it where there's a lot of heroic characters in Osea as well. So it's more of a, honestly, a more realistic take. Oh no, America would definitely not give penal units fighter jets. That's for damn sure. You know, my favorite strange real country is the country that I'm flying the roundel of. Ameria. It's worth mentioning that most of us don't know about this, even though those. Oh, this is just McKinsey? Suddenly that makes a lot of sense.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking? There's smoke! Send in the fire team. Do not let the enemy get closer.
Yeah, that does make me feel a lot better about the Oceans. If they honestly didn't know, like most of the military, High Command definitely does know.
Spare squadron, listen up.
But
Carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show
if the bulk of the military and the citizenry doesn't know, then it makes me feel a lot better.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircrafts.
Oh, I have no gun.
Gonna dance to your line too. I'll show you.
Because I'm a growler. That's right. Oops.
Locked on hostile. Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
This will be interesting.
Did they really think they can get a bunch of convicts to just put on a show?
Well, I forgot that it didn't. Oh well. Oh yeah, flanker. By the way, how you would drop fuel tanks, like with the Top Gun Hornets, you would hold the change weapon button.
I need to get away. Thinking. Careful on the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well in there. We're losing escort. Hurry it up. Finish the job and let's get out.
I'm willing to bet that there's a couple more penal units, because in Last Hope, it does say something about rumors of penal units turning against their former handlers. But they can't be talking about the 444 because they're on Tyler Island. And they are still fighting with or alongside their former handlers. So, I don't think there are many. Fair enough. There's a lot that we don't know, but we don't know that there isn't another penal unit either. Perhaps McKinsey was able to make another one before he met his fortunate end.
They're called SID lines. You know 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well,
No, I get what you're saying, Sly. I'm not saying that there isn't another penal unit. I'm saying that there's more evidence that there is another penal unit, and it's more reasonable to believe that there might be another one than another Agayon.
We're easy pickings now. Push it. Damn it. We were supposed to be done before the bombers even arrived. Bring that down. I'm surrounded.
Yeah, I do understand that after Farbanti, the whole thing is the fog of war.
it's in my blood.
I get that. But I'm also saying, not canonically, but they did imply that he was getting sent to the front to get the glory he so richly wanted. So I am assuming that his incompetence gets him killed. because his men would just go, "Oh no! The general is in danger. Somebody help him." Oh, and he's dead. Anyway.
Focus on destroying the target.
Reaper, it's the IUN that convicted Trigger, not the Oceans. Because they want to make an example out of him for failing the mission, supposedly.
Don't let it go to your head, murderer. Multiple bandits inbound. They got bombers and support. All aircraft follow me.
He did get court-martialed, but not by the Oceans. He got court-martialed by the IUN, the International Peacekeeping Union. What does IUN stand for? International Union?
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need a yap to pull the trigger.
Yeah, Trigger is being used as a scapegoat. Because Trigger was, quote, the closest. But the Oceans opened up a second, or their own investigation, and it probably took until transfer orders for it to fully develop.
More like a bad-tempered tomboy.
It wouldn't be called a war crime, Reaper, because he is an influential Ocean political leader. He may not have held the office of president, but he likely still has some sort of political influence in Osea. And during a war, political leaders are valid military targets.
The targets are still active.
Politicians are civilians, Sly.
Wilco, Madam McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment. Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
Get off of me! Trigger got most of them. Maybe it's unlocked, Tab.
I'm not saying that what Aruja did was wrong. That it totally was. I just don't think it would meet the definition of war crime. Well, I mean, he's serving in, or he was participating in the hostilities because he turned back toward the battlefield. So it could be argued that he was trying to re-engage.
Shit! I missed.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying it wouldn't meet the definition of war crime. People around here throw war crime around way too much. An unarmed aircraft that was also a military aircraft. A military transport.
Two targets remaining.
Why in the world would someone make a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some.
Like I said, I am not saying the Erusians did a good thing. They totally did a bad thing. It clearly was an assassination. But I don't buy it being a quote-unquote war crime. That terminology has been thrown around way too much in this frickin' franchise.
Looks like we need to go home early today, gentlemen.
I love this job. Trigger does all the work. Even our noble count is no match for Harling's murderer.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Like,
Hell yeah! Still alive?
the execution of the Belkin civilians in cold blood on Tyler Island. Yeah, that is very much a war crime.
Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win.
I don't buy. I mean, he could have been
Just checking.
We don't know what his position was. All we know is he's no longer president. He could have been an ambassador.
15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway.
Stop arguing for Arusha.
You have permission.
I'm not arguing for Arusha. I'm actively shooting them down.
3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank right. 1,500 meters. Heading is good. Stay on course.
Bombers are active, legitimate military targets, Sly.
Right. Stand by for your next
These are
sortie.
valid targets. Either the president.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
The vice president will not because he's.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off.
I think it's murky. I would consider the vice president a valid military target
Did I
because
say you could take down the enemy? Throw
he
everything
is
you did
considered,
solitary.
like, when he is in transit, it is called Air Force 2 or Marine 2, Navy 2. Just like the president is Air Force 1, Marine 1. I mean, it could be an honor, but he's number 2 in line. Tell me it's not, like, if you're going to take out the president, you might as well take out the vice president too. Because he's next in line. Or if the president becomes, you know, taken out in a military action, or, you know, McKinley'd, or Kennedy'd, or Lincoln'd, or Garfielded.
Mihai's
Those are the
grandfathers
4
liked to keep to themselves
assassinated presidents, by the
mostly.
way.
They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance.
Oh, Alpha Ruth is very much a valid military target.
Wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling.
Because he actually was calling the shots.
Every night, a crowd would gather.
Now, yes, attacking the civilians in the stadium,
They were the
yeah,
men
that'd be a
tasked
war
with throwing
crime.
him in the air. Their jackets bore
But
the
because,
same patch,
but that's because
a relic from a nation
the
long gone.
stadium in November City provides no
Decades
military
ago, during the age of
value.
expansion,
It's
the Kingdom
not
of
contributing to
Arusha
the war
absorbed
effort.
Many countries.
Now,
Theirs was one
an
of them.
industrial city, like Hoffnug,
asked
for
them.
example, that's not a war
Yet
crime.
what is a nation?
Because it is
And we
actively
actually
helping the
see
military
physical
effort.
lines that divide
Been
one
linked
from
to Japan
another.
listing the war crimes of Japanese.
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
But no, let's put it this way. I don't think
didn't say
the
anything.
Oceans are going to go after Arusha for war crimes. One,
He
or
didn't
for
get those scars
Harling specifically, because one, they've got them on
Mihai was originally
War Crime
from
Island.
Shiraji.
Two,
His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanco
what's
Carol
there
Edmund
left to
Ignatius
take?
Maria Nikitas A. Shiraji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shiraji. Then, revolution broke out among his people.
And three,
Mihai was betrayed by a close friend.
I'd say the Oceans exacted justice for Harling on the
The
battlefield.
revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding kingdom of
So,
Arusha. The Arusian royal family allowed Mihai's
the
family
whole
to
argument is
continue
kind of
the
moot
title of
because
noble
I don't
status.
see Osea taking the Arusha
Mihai surprised
to
them all by
war
signing
crime
up for the
court
draft
over
of an
Harling's
ordinary Arusian
assassination.
citizen.
Not when
He
they've
was then
got
accepted into the Air Force
dozens of
Academy
dead
by order of
children
the
that
king.
they could do instead.
Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Arusha became a republic,
For crime,
he continued his service for the
Um,
regime.
I think the case with Trigger is the Oseans themselves weren't actually punishing Trigger per se. The IUN convicted him and threw him back to the Oseans, and the Oseans were like, well, we could still use him while we conduct our own investigation, see if he actually did it.
The connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking
that's why they put him in the 444.
This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian.
And that's also why Bandog quickly realized, wait, there's something different about this one.
Was like the sun,
potentially directing attacks against civilian populations, such individual civilians not.
Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches.
Oh yeah, the false flags definitely is one of them.
Singing. The pilots of
they also what Sly was that also
angelic.
Cover the launch from the container ships?
Mihai felt about all of this.
Because that would be technically a war crime, because that's using civilian infrastructure to initiate an attack.
Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Well, technically, Reaper, Mage Squadron was detached to the IUN. It was Osean, but they weren't in the Osean main chain of command. Yeah, but they were on a civilian container ship, Sly.
I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will
and they were amongst and they were hidden amongst actual civilian containers. Yeah, no, the first attack.
Into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can.
No, in work or every other container thing afterwards. No, that I don't consider war crime because we clearly know what it is.
We prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and air.
But no, the Mage Squadron and Golem Squadron are technically under the direction of the IUN.
You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
They were, I guess the best way to describe it is they are detached and gifted to the IUN for their own purposes. But they are not under direct command chain of Osea. So it's just stupidly contrived way of blaming the protagonist. Let me see if I did this. Yeah, they didn't. Osea is actively investigating Trigger's case. It just takes a while because, oh my God, there's a war on. Their Trigger's case is kind of lower on the priority because they've got to deal with their own arsenal birds that are being used against them. So I don't blame him for slow tracking the investigation. The point is Trigger does get exonerated. And if we're going, it probably took like a month or two. So what's the time frame between rescue and transfer orders? Because I think it's like a couple months, which for a criminal investigation during a war when the War Office is, actively fighting, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, Belka's Revenge took place on June 6th. Wait, that was when Rescue was? It's almost exact 2 months. That's pretty fast for a military investigation. So, yeah, no. Now, fuck the Russians, fuck the Balkans. What's wrong with Stranger? Now, what I can blame the Ocean High Command for is that assassination plot to get rid of Trigger because they were afraid of, you know, aces. That is bullshit.
Preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Also, let's not paint all Erusians and Belkans with the same brush. There are honorable Belkans and honorable Erusians. Yellow 13 is an honorable Erusian.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces.
And if you dare besmirch the name of Eric Hillerman, I'ma fight you. Eric Hillerman is Schnee 1. You know, the guy that, the only one at the in his interview in Zero that was actually happy with his lot in life because he was still flying. And unlike Mihai, he's more than happy to just be in a Cessna teaching people how to fly. Because he's in it for the love of the game. Thank you for being here, Frank.
If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
And now, Eric Hillerman might be the most cinnamon roll character that we've seen, just because he's like, oh yeah, I'd love to fly with Cypher again. Don't you mean, I guess, no, I just want to fly with him in the same sky. That was fun. I'd be happy if we were in Cessnas. Eric would just love to barnstorm with Cypher. Strange Reel needs more people like him.
I'm heading back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. The regulars like us.
And you heard none of that because you're behind an ad.
In your heart, you want us to smash
Great.
the base. Am I on? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead. Vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target. You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day. The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count? Haha, Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that, full man?
Anyway, so we've been talking about countries in Strange Reel that we hate.
Locked on target.
Reaper clearly doesn't like the Erusians and the Belkans, and that's fine. Can't wait to fight Guns Only. Oh my god.
Enemies on my radar.
Don't get me started on C1. Town. Is that country that you hate or country that you love? I was gonna ask, what's your favorite country in Strange Real?
Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this.
Mine is obviously Ameria.
Ground troops.
You love? Okay.
Just do your job.
Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
Murderers done it again. Gonna have to rethink the odds.
Spear 15 locked.
Somebody bomb them now. Hostile bandits attacking.
Targeting gun range. Fire.
Spiked. Breaking away.
No, we gotta fire.
This is how it works. You do whatever tasks you're given.
So, 33, I'd ask you who your favorite Strange Areas Combat country is, but you've only played 7, so you've only really been exposed to 2 of them. I mean, Osea is like America in that regard. They just be building shit.
Spear 15 missile away.
That tail is wide open.
Bandit right behind you.
And I forget what Slice said his favorite country was.
Trigger crashed. Trolling an idiot. Additional hostiles in the AO.
I think you said ISAF at one point, but that's not a country. That's a military alliance. I said no because it's a military alliance. If you wanted to say the FCU, I'd allow that. But that's like saying, what's your favorite country? NATO. That's not really a country.
Tell you what to do next. Osea has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die. You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins.
Aurelia?
Get in on this
That's a
too,
nice
man,
choice.
dog.
I can respect Aurelia.
Let me look into this doctrine thing.
Technologically advanced.
Bribe is all you need to look into a terminal.
They're morally good.
By their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
Take out anti-air weapons that get in the
They build
road.
a particle accelerator. I did say they are technologically advanced.
Confirm kill on AA gun. Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
Alright, the drones are here. Alright, I'm going to blow up the rest of the trucks, then switch to AMRAAMs.
They're drones.
I know, I saw them too. It's like, oh, I need to speed up.
Machines are not replacing humans.
They're just obstacles.
I am not Reaper, and I'll tell you why.
Mission.
It's bad enough just dealing
Belka
with Damn.
is in ruins. Like, well, they're not as bad off as Estavakia is right now.
Shitstorm he was sending us in.
They are a shadow of their former self. And every one of their cockamamie schemes just makes them weaker. And in fact, after the Lighthouse War, they lost a lot of their wealth in the fact that Osea finally wised up and got rid of Grunder.
You take care of the
Yeah,
surface
the
target.
Belkans were behind this one because they still had Grunder. They used their connections through Grunder to get in collaboration with the EASA. Reaper, by the time of the corporate war, if anything, General Resource would buy out Belka. They don't have any wealth anymore. They're not getting Ocean money anymore.
Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left.
As for Aruja, Aruja is in worse state than Belka. Again, not as bad shape as Estevakia. But, if anything, the corporation of Newcom owns owns Aruja. I mean, if we teleported Belkans to our world, they would... Look, I get the not liking Belka. I'm not a fan of Belka either. Mainly because of their overexposure. But I would like to think that Project Aces has learned the lesson that the fandom is tired of Belka being the shadow bad guy for everything.
Get your ass in gear.
Because that was the biggest complaint of A7. That, oh, it's the Belkans. Again. Could we not? Reaper, I honestly hope we don't see the Belkans again. Unless they make a... Alright, thanks for the looks. Reaper, I hope you're just saying that for the memes. Because I honestly am so frustrated with Belkans being the shadow bad guy. Like, Belka's story is done. And even in A7, it's kind of implied that Belka itself isn't part of this. Like, the Belkan government has not signed off on this. They don't approve of it because they just want to exist. They're done. No, Reaper. I think if Belka is indeed the bad guy, or the real bad guy in Ace 8, I think that will actually kill the franchise. Because that is how frustrated people are with Belka. It won't be funny. It will kill the franchise.
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too.
People are sick to death that Belka is involved in everything. That is actually one of the highlights of Ace X. Belka isn't involved at all. Lasaf did it all by themselves. Let it be so to no one else. GR can kind of take an opportunity to sink their claws into the FCU to set up Ace 9. That I'd be actually cool with. I would also love an enemy mine situation where we kind of team up with Yuktabanya against Satoa because Yuktabanya is tired of Satoa's shit. That'd be cool. But Belka being involved? No. That will kill the game and the franchise. It probably will be a smaller scale war, hopefully. But I would like to see Yuktabanya make a cameo. Even if it's just to give the FCU some supplies. Or intelligence. Or something along that line.
this.
No, I would be more than happy with just to be limited to the FCU and Sato.
Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all. Never thought I'd say this, but you're doing a hell of a job, Spare Squadron.
And, you know, have general resource insert key bribes into certain FCU leaders' pockets to, again, set up for whatever the intercorporate war will actually turn out to be. I don't believe they're going to just rehash Ace 3, but I think they're going to take Ace 3's basic setting and tell a story with those pieces. So will Nemo be a thing? Probably not. Will there be a conflict of nations controlled by General Resource and Newcom? I can see that. I can see that easy.
If only I can bring a radio to lift my spirits.
Although,
Flip on radar. Shoot down anything that interferes
in that setting, Newcom's best pawn, geographically and logistically speaking, would be Arusia. Because now we want to Ferocia to fight on parity.
15.
Yuktavania,
Stop counting.
but they have no reason to.
Diesel, stop. Trigger. Let the real battle begin.
If Ameria actually does unify Anya, Anya might be considered collectively a superpower that could theoretically challenge Ocean. I'm not saying I want to re-explore an Osea-Yuktabania war. I'm saying that that's the only country that Osea could fight on parity with. I also said there's no reason for them to do so.
Enough. Go find some enemies that can kill you.
But no, I don't want to see another Osea-Yuktavania war. I don't want to see another Osean war to begin with. I'm tired of Osea showing up. Let's get some new blood. Conquest, unify, Usea. I mean, that might be what GR ends up doing. Using their political puppets to kind of extend their dominion over the continent into an iron grip. Or Newcom, I don't know, but...
Okay. You've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary
Force
too.
is just 3 planes.
Hey, who wants to bet? Who's going to solitary?
I don't see Estevakia trying to conquer Anya. Thank you for the raid, Santos.
Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
Welcome to the Clan. It's a raid. Welcome to the Hornet Run. We're discussing theoretical future Ace Combat games after Ace 8. And I was just saying that I don't believe Estevakia would rise again to try and take over Anya. Largely because Ameria had the chance to wipe them out and didn't take it. And instead offered humanitarian aid. That's what they did after the Amerian Estevakian War. they started rebuilding Slovakia. He's kind of definitive into that. Yeah, they did. The whole three-way war between Perbola, Aurelia, Lesa, Thunderdome. Aurelia wins. Yeah, exactly. So there's no reason for them to try to get again. Now, what I could see is Ameria and Slovakia over time unifying voluntarily. Didn't Lesa get deleted by the end of it? More, yeah, pretty much. Aurelia didn't deliver the final blow per se, but Navarro's government collapsed from an internal revolt. Even that depends. The canon ending, Sly. I think in the canon ending, Navarro gets deposed. His body was never found either. Because no one bothered to investigate. There's no canon. You said there was a canon path! I even did a cannon run. You made me do frickin' wild card.
But just remember,
God damn it, Sly.
Obey orders. There's a special place in solitary confinement for you.
So what you're saying is I didn't have to do wild card and have the rednecks
An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory.
Open up Griswold.
Due to certain factors, their return
That's
route
telling me.
changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic.
I mean, it's content. I'm not streaming Asex again ever on a difficulty higher than normal, I can guarantee you that. Oh god, I hate time. Scully Island Insurrection 2. I would be interested in them retconning air combat into Strange Real canon. Because as far as we're aware, we don't know if air combat actually happened in Strange Real or not.
Your mission is to get them back safely.
Because we don't know if air combat was actually the Scully Island insurrection. So if they could make like an air combat legacy, like they did with Ace Combat 2, I'd be okay with it. That'd be okay. Because, you know, we could actually expand the lore. You do know that AC1 happened in Strange Real, but we don't know where it went. Fair enough. So yeah, it'd basically be a legacy thing. Air Combat Legacy would properly fit air combat into Strange Real lore. Like we knew Ace 2 was canon in Strange Real because it's Yuja. But it came from a time before Strange Real was a thing. Give us Ace Combat 3 properly localized. That's not going to happen. What's likely going to happen is they're going to take the pieces of Ace 3, like the characters, settings, companies, and factions, and then tell a story from those. Alright, we're going to do one more mission. And we're going to use the Vanilla Hornet. At the QA. Actually, no wait. We're gonna go with the railgun. Guess screw me high. But no, if there's gonna be another war in Ania, I would actually imagine it's going to be Ameria and Estevakia allied against Nordnovik.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover.
Because
Will be near thunderclouds.
I want to see... I think Nordnovik would be a great antagonist, and I would like to see that happen.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes.
Thunderclouds are common this time of year.
Is this the spring? Is this the Midwestern spring?
Locked on target.
Also, Santa, thank you for the follow. I forgot. I don't get follower alerts when following through the chat. I'm just like, oh wait, no, we're in follower only mode. By the way, what's your favorite Ace Combat game? Oh god, no, 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 no.
Target destroyed.
Don't ask me how I lived. I should have crashed.
But between those rocks and this wind,
Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Yeah, 8 had defined countries. The protagonist is the Federation of Central Asia, and the antagonist is Sotoa.
they're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I could find out.
Enough talk.
Also, it's set in the late 2020s, early 2030s. So this could easily set up the intercorporate war. Which is why I'm saying 2029. Okay. Which is why I'm saying I would be more than okay with the game showing us GR slowly taking the opportunity of our opportunity to sink their claws into the FCU. Yeah, the Intercorporate Wars simulation took place in 2040. The Intercorporate War is just fiction, as far as we know. Which is probably what Ace 9 will be, the actual Intercorporate War.
Careful. No pressure to the mountains. And unless you have a death wish, watch your altitude. Missile launched. Destruction of target confirmed.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Ace 8 is not going to be called a Continental War. I don't know what kind of war it's called, but I don't believe it's called a Continental War.
Use your head as well as your hands. Righto.
fire! They have nowhere to run!
SAM sights down. Keep destroying radar facilities.
But yeah, it would be stupid for it to be called a Continental War since it's on 2 continents across an ocean.
Crosswind's gonna slam us into the rocks.
It's blowing me off course.
Which wiki are you talking about? Are you talking about
All targets destroyed, no
the Wiki GG or the Fandom Wiki. The Fandom Wiki, don't use that anymore because the official wiki has moved. It's moved a long while ago.
There they are. Leave this one to
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know who's still editing on that one, but it is not anyone from the original wiki, or Ace Combat wiki.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
Yeah, Sly, when I start doing the Ace 3 showcase, since I'm going to be showing the aircraft articles in question on stream because the simulator doesn't have an aircraft viewer for some reason. If you want to promote the wiki, like, on that stream, like spamming the wiki link in the chat, you'd be more than welcome to. The dead copy? No, the dead copy doesn't.
There are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
UAVs retreating. Let's go.
Oh. Well, I haven't been able... Oh. You might have to show me how to do that.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass.
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass? Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
It's gonna be a while, because we still have to go through Project Wingman and air combat.
Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
But now, for all my showcases that aren't Project Wingman, I'm using the wiki that Sly runs for info on the game stats and all that stuff. I highly recommend bookmarking it because it is as accurate as we can make it, and when we find inaccuracies, we fix it.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Because they're randos. We have no idea. They could also be vandals. Because there's no moderation there anymore. It is literally the Wild West. Good luck. You've gone off the map. Here there be dragons. Fucking hell.
Cyclops 3 has broken off.
I mean, you could.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive. You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that. You're in no position to call someone a devil count. Don't make
Yeah, I think it's this mission where Bandog has come to the realization Trigger is not a criminal. He is an actual military pilot. Like, legitimate military. Because he's not acting like a criminal. He's acting like a soldier.
Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork.
A reckless soldier,
Who is that?
but a soldier nonetheless. He's focused on getting the mission done.
Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute.
Yeah, for those new here, my favorite Ace Combat game is A6. That is what I started on. That is why my little PNG tuber avatar is a chibi version of the Garuda emblem. Artist credit in the Twitch about pages.
I'm not letting this slide.
There's more than... Sorry, I'm playing number 7!
You could have done that sooner.
What the hell do you mean? There's 6 of these games? God damn it, Sly.
He was toying with him. Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11. From an element to take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast.
Also, shout out to Tabloid.
This is where Tabloid bows out. Shit.
Roger that. Will do.
Because he's holding off 2 ace pilots in better planes with a frickin' Mirage that is held together by hopes and dreams. Yeah. That is more optimal. But if you are really dead set on vandalizing the old fandom wiki, we can't stop you. But it will do more harm than good.
Pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. This like 15 flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to
And
it, back as a sheep.
the more wrong information the older he has, the better.
Understood. Someone, this is C2. My status is fine. Do not interfere.
Just can't have keyboard.
Someone, clouds are moving in. Let's return to base. Affirmative.
Bandit is retreating.
Well, I meant like it would be driving the algorithm up because it would be driving more traffic, which
Kindness gets you killed.
fandom would use to pump their numbers up in the algorithm. That's what I meant. It would do more harm than good.
Makes sense.
If it wasn't for the algorithm, then yeah, no, go nuts.
Though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help. Will I be at the base?
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
All right. Well, it is getting late for me, and I am getting hungry.
You made it this far. Don't screw
So I'm gonna call it a stream.
Too fast. Lower
Tomorrow will be the Project Wingman showcase.
3,000 meters.
Friday will be Dragon Age 2 and Batman Arkham Knight. Saturday early morning, as in like 9:30 my time, will be The Witcher 3. No stream Sunday. Still waiting for the water to boil. What? I don't get it.
Great work. Nice job at not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
It's a taxi. I know it's a taxiway.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had
Why are the
two Air
wings
Force
popping out,
pilots,
Raz?
real experienced pilots. This guy swooped in like a hawk.
No
flying
stream
took them
Sunday.
all out in the blink of an eye.
I've got out-of-town
Reminds me of a
friends
story
coming
Gramps
into
told me
town.
once. He said a little
Oh,
while before
big
he
food.
retired from active
Still waiting.
duty,
Fair
he saw
enough.
an enemy fighter
Um,
wipe out an entire formation right in
Then
front of him.
Monday,
I've
Final
seen how
Fantasy
shit
9,
works when it's going after
and
its
next
game.
Wednesday in the afternoon,
This
Star
enemy
Trek
fights
Shattered
against the
Universe,
house from below, just like a shark would.
which is an old
One by
PS2
one,
game,
he put the bite on him.
and it's a
Sounds like
fighter
what happened to
game,
our
believe it or
guys
not.
today.
And then we will
Not
do
as
the next
surprised
part
so many
of
of
the
you got
Hornet
alive.
Only run,
I bet when they saw
where
what
we
was
will
going
finish up
on,
the spare
they broke
campaign
formation and left their buddies to the shark.
and go up to the Torres
There's
saga.
3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Anyway, thank you all for joining. I hope you had fun. Thank you, Santos, for the raid and follow. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the aircraft showcase for Project Wingman Part 2. Have a good night, everybody.